Hi, Jessie Nebulous here. Hello to my lovelies and welcome to my newbies. As the newbies will know, it is Dystonia Awareness Month, which, fuck you, fly. Why is there a fly in here? Shoe fly. Where's a spider? I'm sure there's spiders around here somewhere. It is Dystonia Awareness Month, which gave me the idea to go on Jacksepticeye's channel and just leave a comment just explaining the condition and asking people to suggest dystonia research to Jack or Markiplier the next time that they do a live stream. And I got a little bit of random hate, which is to be expected. It's YouTube, But overall, everybody was encouraging and nice and had a sense of humor. I answered some questions and we joked around a little bit. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was really good. 3 or 4 people told me that they subscribed to my channel, which I was like, oh, that's cool. Awesome. Thank you. Imagine my surprise when I sauntered over to the channel today and saw that the subscriber count had jumped by about 40 subscribers, which was a nice surprise. I was not expecting that at all, and it's fantastic. So it's nice to have you here, guys. Cool. Though I do want to say, if you don't like the content, do not feel obligated to stay subscribed. I mean, it's a lovely gesture, and, it made me smile, put a smile on my face, a little perk in my, well, I was going to say step, but I guess I kind of shuffle. A little perk in my shuffle, but I don't want you to feel obligated to stay if you don't enjoy the content. So, I do think I finally kicked the staph infection, and the combination of meds I'm on now seem to be pretty effective without too many side effects. And so I'm feeling better. I'm hoping to get more content on the channel in a more regular fashion. On that note, newbies, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, please, 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 please do not hesitate to ask questions about me or my medical bizarreness or, just the experience of becoming disabled or anything else, basically. I don't care. Just think of some random shit. One of my favorite series that I've done is Ask a Cripple Chick. I simply depleted my list of questions. Please, questions would be awesome. I've got some stories, and I would like to also do illustrations for those, if my motor skills would just cooperate with me. And the first one I'm going to try is going to be called Tales from a Dive Bar. My experiences from working at a dive bar. I saw some shit, man. But in the meantime, I've decided to welcome my newbies by sharing a few random facts and stories about myself that will hopefully be not only entertaining, but help you gain a clearer understanding of the nature of the nebulous. Just to get it out of the way, that's the Gimp Hand, guys. There are days when it gets stuck, but as soon as I let go, I might possibly be the only woman on the planet who can honestly say that she suffers from a form of erectile dysfunction. You flash that if you're down with the nebulous. So, don't do it in public because, you might get shot dead. I don't eat any food with the word surprise in the title. If I have to ask questions, it doesn't go in my mouth. This rule also applies to my sex life. My first serious boyfriend, who I dated from the ages about 15 to 17, was featured on the national news a few years ago because when he turned in his voting ballot, he didn't vote for any of the listed candidates and instead wrote in his own candidate, the lizard people. I made that boy a man, and I am proud to say, what a man I made. And if you think I'm joking, go ahead and Google that. Yeah, I had a hand in that. And vice versa. I live with Fabulous D, who I refer to as my gay husband. One of the many great things about living with a drag queen is if you have a motor dysfunction, like I do, and you really need your makeup done, he can take care of that for you. As a kid, I joined the boys' baseball team because there was no girls' team, and I wanted to play baseball, not softball. Come on, look at these little hands. I can barely hold a softball now. I've been to more stand-up comedy shows than I have music concerts. I would actually like to try stand-up comedy myself, and actually I have my opening bit already picked out. Yes, it's okay to laugh at the cripple girl. Clearly, God already is. In the last apartment I lived in, the woman who lived above me spent about 85% of her time outside on her balcony talking on her cell phone. And I always knew when someone parked in the handicap space from down in my apartment. I would hear from up there, "Hey you, I don't see no handicap plate, and you walking just fine. We got a little girl here with a cane who needs to park there. So you best move that thing or I'ma call a tow truck, and if you ain't got money for a cab, your ass is gonna be walking home." She was great. My earliest memory is of my older sister putting pepper in my diaper. It burned. To this day, she still insists that we were playing a game in which I was a turkey and she was just seasoning me. I have my doubts, because according to our mother, this incident occurred after I dumped an entire bottle of fish flakes into my sister's goldfish bowl, and it killed her fish. So I always knew my parents split when I was about a year old, but I didn't know about the catalyst of the split until I was in my teens. Apparently, my father decided to relocate us out of state, despite my mother's objections. So he packed up the car, put my sister and I in it, and because we were already in the car, Mom got in as well. And the four of us headed on out. My mom told him, when we stop, I'm taking this car and leaving you at the gas station. He thought she was bluffing. She wasn't. My mom's fucking awesome. A little crazy, but awesome. When I was about 4 years old, we lived on a farm, and there was an unseasonable cold snap that would have killed the new chicks if we had left them outside, so we temporarily moved them into the house. According to family lore, they found me in the bathroom putting chicks into the toilet. Now, I wasn't flushing it, don't get the wrong idea. No flushing occurred. When asked what I was doing, I explained that because baby ducks can swim, I wanted to know if baby chickens could swim as well. I was a scientist with a hypothesis and a thirst for knowledge. It was around the same age that I put my shoes in the oven and turned it on. Now, either I didn't give an explanation for this one, or my mother simply doesn't remember it, but I'm sure I had a question that only shoes in an oven could answer. My best friend of 20 years used to have a cat. It was all black except for a few white splotches on its face. She named it Cumstain, and it's for reasons like that that she has been my best friend for the last 20 years. And one short story about that dive bar. Fights were a pretty common occurrence at this place, and after each fight, I would hijack the jukebox and play Sweet's Ballroom Blitz. Eventually it got to the point where, if fights happened on my days off, the regulars started asking, "Where's the fight song?" Trendsetter, baby. My uncle, who is married to my mother's sister, is retired now, but he used to work for the government. Doing what? I have no clue, because he couldn't tell us. But whatever he did involved a lot of traveling. And when we would ask my aunt, she would say, "Oh, he's on vacation." Yeah, so of course, we all decided that he was a spy. And, due to his early onset receding hairline, his sons and I gave him the code name, the Balding Eagle. Because we were kids, and kids are assholes. And it was funny, and it still is. Favorite band? In this moment. Stupid name, awesome music. That bitch can punch you in the heart via your ear holes with just the sound of her voice. And then when you see her, you may possibly have a brain aneurysm trying to reconcile the fact that this woman is a mother in her 40s.
Let me tell you something, baby. You love me, you want me, you need me. I can be your heart. I am the time.
Now the whole band rocks, but Maria, metal goddess. Political position? Pissed off. I suppose you could call me a Democrat in the sense that they piss me off less than the Republicans do. Jessie the Body Ventura was the governor of Minnesota, and he came to our school to speak to us. This girl asked a question that he apparently didn't like. I don't even remember what the question was, but he was such an asshole to her that he made her cry. Big, strong wrestler man made a 13-year-old girl cry. Good job, dick. Okay, lovelies, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for playing along. And newbies, if you got any questions, please let me know. Alright, you guys take care, and I will see you next time. Love.
Oh, I see a man at the back. As a matter of fact, his eyes are as red as the sun. And the girl in the corner, let no one ignore her, 'cause she thinks she's the passionate one.